My life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Key. Thank you for coming back. You're kicking it with me. This is a monthly money and career reading for my fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, and apply it to your 10th house if you have any fire placements in your 10th house. That rules career. But we're gonna get into what you guys got going on, my fire babies, for March when it comes to your money career. You guys are going to be stepping in a new cycle where you're having to apply things that you have already learned from your past. With the wisdom card as your overall energy, I do feel like also a lot of you also might be coming into a mentor. This could be someone older than you, someone who has a lot of knowledge, someone who could teach you something. A lot of you could be some type of organization or someone in your family, but I do feel like for a lot of you, you're stepping into finding somebody who is going to be able to teach you some things. Some of you other fire signs might also be going back to school at this time, even if it's like learning a new skill set, getting a higher level of education. But there's something that you guys are going to be learning in the month of March that is going to be very beneficial to your spiritual growth, but also to your inner strength. I feel like it's going to be testing you guys. Can you stay disciplined? Can you stay committed to your goals? Because this is giving you stepping into an energy of a new beginning, with a new beginning here. So I do feel like whatever you guys are doing in the month of March is going to help you guys for the long run. Because I do feel like right now you guys are going to have having to be facing your old ways. It says your old ways of thinking, beliefs are affecting your stability and money. So I do feel like right now, like I said, a lot of you are having to learn from your past. Seeing how your self-limiting beliefs has kept you stuck on a certain mindset, or how when things don't go your way, that need to control everything is coming up for a lot of you fire signs, or how you make impulsive decisions when it comes to things that you want for yourself. You're being told to really listen to what does it bring, instead of making that impulsive decision, what is that firing up for you? What is something that you want to go after? But I feel like for a lot of you, you're needing to make more solid plans. But I also do feel like you guys are having to face the lack right now, the lack that you feel within your stability in your career in the month of March, or seeing how it plays a part in certain decisions you make. Because a lot of you are questioning, are you on the right path? And I'm here to tell you, you are on the right path. But a lot of you are having to really face yourself. Some of you could have a jealous female around you, could be a mother figure, siblings, but a lot of you already know who these jealous people are around you. It could be people in your workforce that see you as competition, but you're being told to pay, just up your protection. I feel like for a lot of you, you need to start saying protection spells, and protection spells are prayers. Like Psalms, I'm telling y'all, Psalms 23 is a great one to, protect yourself from evil energy that's trying to distract you. I feel like a lot of you are feeling the evil eye being sent to you because you're stepping in a new direction. But it's like, I feel like right now, a lot of you are going to be tested on how you balance out your time when it comes to your work or when it comes to certain decisions. This is 2 Pentacles in reverse. So a lot of you probably are going to be in March feeling very much all over the place. And I feel like the reason why you guys are feeling much all over the place is because internally you're still having to face some things within you on learning how to balance out your work versus me time, or your me versus home time. Learning to make a schedule. I feel like a lot of you are going to start seeing you be taking on a lot of things, or you'll be interested in a lot of things, and then you lose that spark. So a lot of you are being tested on those things in the past. And you're receiving a lot of downloads about that with the crown chakra here. So I do feel like a lot of you are going to be receiving a lot of downloads on the direction you're wanting to go and how things in your past are still affecting you. And I feel like you guys will be overcoming that in the month of March, where a lot of you are going to be but be more in the spotlight. I do feel like a lot of you are going to succeed past expectations that you placed on yourself or other people have placed on you. But I feel like this is you guys moving into calmer waters mentally, understanding, okay, this is not my past. What was my past supposed to be teaching me for the now? But a lot of you are being told right now it's time to start making a savings plan. So if you were somebody who is an impulsive spender or emotional spender, you're being taught right now how that affects you when it comes to certain goals you want to say. You say you want to put money aside, but when you get in your feelings, you take the money out and go buy something. So those are the things that are being brought up to you, because a lot of you there's something that you want for the future that you're being told to start saving. This is a month for a lot of you to save, and because a lot of you are being told plan for that generational wealth. So like I said, a lot of you are getting tapping into a new skill set, or meeting somebody who's a mentor who can help you to plan that generational wealth, to help you start that stability that a lot of you say you want. Another thing a lot of you guys are going to be working through or learning in the month of March is be grateful for what you have now so you can attract more are. So a lot of you are learning to be more present and more grateful for the things that you have now, so you can attract the more abundance to you. I feel like a lot of you, when things are not going your way, you beat yourself up, or it affects a lot of you, your self-esteem and self-worth. So Spirit is saying, be more grateful for the things you have now, so you can make more space for the things that you want. And Spirit is saying you are in the right place and space to treat yourself. So I do feel like a lot of you feel like you don't have enough, but you do. Spirit saying this is the time to really treat yourself. If some of you feel like this is the opportunity for you to advance yourself in your career, or step out your comfort zone, this is the time to do it, because you're going to get rewarded back for taking that leap of faith. I keep getting this energy of like believing yourself, and believe that what you put in your time and energy, your money into, is always going to come back to you. And I know I'm a Sag moon, but I do feel like for a lot of you right now, you're starting to see how you take on too many things has been affecting you from being focused on the bigger goal and the bigger picture. So I feel like a lot of you are going to be slowed down this month, slowed down to really be dedicated and disciplined to the things that you say you're wanting to change. And I feel like for a lot of you, because you are stepping into a lane where you're trying to advance yourself, get a new skill set, or go back to school, that you're really going to have to really balance out your time and your energy, and also see how certain choices and decisions that you made in the past have affected you now, and make those corrections or those adjustments at this time for in March. So I do feel like I said, March might be a testy time for you guys when it comes to balance, but I feel like this balance that you're working through is showing you what really matters to you, and what should need to be put on the back burner is what I keep getting for you guys. But also seeing how your thinking and your perspective has played a part in that is what I keep getting. So let's see. Let's see if I still my fire signs. Hang on. Before I clear some vibes, there's a 2 of Pentacles in reverse. I want to clarify the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, okay, so this is confirmation of what I said for the whole reading. A lot of you are having to really reflect on your shadow side. Really work through your subconscious energy, and how and it's funny, I said it's like memories from the past. It's the memory 6 of Cups here. So a lot of you are going to be tested on certain memories that you have, on certain mistakes that you made. But you're also seeing how your childhood, how your main providers have made you see things from a certain perspective. For instance, some of you could feel like, you were brought up where your mom could have been a single mom and had to work all her life and, live check to check. A lot of you are starting to see that's not the life you want, but you're starting to see, because that's how you viewed life, or how you were raised, that is playing a part in the now. So a lot of you are having to step out of your old ways of thinking and your certain belief system. I feel like a lot of you are starting to see you don't have to overwork yourself to provide or be secure in your life. Sometimes a lot of you are learning that you could work in groups, depend on other people. And I feel like this group, you guys are starting to realize that it's okay to ask people for help. It's okay to let people be there for you, for those who resonate with that part. But I do feel like for a lot of you, this has to do with like your self-esteem and your self-confidence. A lot of you, your inner strength and your inner power. A lot of you are starting to see that there's more to life than killing yourself to provide, to have the life that you want. And I feel like a lot of you are starting to see there's easier ways to do that, instead of overworking yourself or over making yourself busy to the point where you're exhausted. So it's learning to balance that, your ego versus your soul is what I'm getting for a lot of you. And a lot of you are trying to find the balance within with the spiritual union. So learning to balance out your divine masculine, divine feminine energy is going to be very important for a lot of you this month in March. And seeing how your emotions play a big part in that is what I'm getting for my fire sign. So now let's finally get some advice. Okay, it says, know that everything you want is waiting for you on the other side of consistency. So that confirms what I said for a lot of fire signs right now. A lot of you guys are learning that sometimes when you guys get inspired, or you guys want to attack certain things, is that when it doesn't go the expectation ways that you feel it should go, is that you guys give up. But Spirit's saying this is the time to be consistent. This is the time to stay disciplined. That inner strength is all about inner discipline, knowing that there's a bigger goal that you could achieve things. What else, Spirit? Okay, one more. So you guys you're going to get everything you pray for. So walk like you already got it. And I feel like that's a shadow aspect a lot of you are needing to have in mind, is that You have to believe that you can have the life that you want, but also by believing that, you have to speak it and act like you already have it. We can desire a lot of things, but it's what are we doing behind the things that we desire to make it come to us, to attract. And I feel like for a lot of you, that's why Spirit's saying be grateful for what you have now, because more is coming. The more you can appreciate the things you have now, it's going to make room for more to come. And the more abundant you are within and on the physical side is what I'm getting for a lot of you. So I hope this resonates, fire signs.